Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on earth, people, and the way that I do it, number one, is that I help people to realize that what they consider to be their soul is the Spirit of God. Therefore, God lives inside of you. And all you have to do is take ownership of your soul, people, and you become God. Therefore, you can co-create. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world, and the way that I'm doing it, people, is by helping people to get paid to exist. That's a new one right there, people. I'm putting that into space, man. I'm creating that for you. But we all get paid to exist, people, and I'll talk more about it in a little bit. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is to show you what validation looks like. Okay? I want to demystify that for us. You know, it's like a lot of times, even I say it myself, hey, I don't need validation, I don't need this, nobody, you say you don't need these things. But the truth is, people, it's like a great epiphany last night, man, as I was meditating. It came to me, and I want you to really see and identify what validation looks like in your life. I want you to demystify that. Now, obviously, people, see, I know that everything that we need is within us. Everything, people. When I say everything, all the knowledge, all the wisdom you need, all the experiences, everything you need is really and truly within. Like, your world is inside of you, and the external world is really there to mirror who you are inside. And the more you go exploring you internally, is the better your world around you becomes, And even with knowing all these truths, people, is that we don't realize that we do be seeking or looking for validation. And I'm gonna give you some example. See, anytime you feel the need that you need somebody's not just approval, because that's not what you're gonna dress it up as. You call it as their opinion or their input. What that mean is you're looking for some kind of confirmation or some kind of validation. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. I mean, sometimes, like, especially if it's a mentor and you're learning a new skill and learning a new trade, it just makes sense that, yes, you want to make sure you're on the right path. So it's like, okay, you need validation in those instances. So it's not a bad thing to say, hey, that you need validations. It's just depending on what it is. If it's something like a skills that you're learning or developing, then yes, by all means, go to your mentor, the people you know that master those skills, and get their opinion on, like, okay, how am I doing? It's something new for you that you have never done before. So there's nothing wrong with those instances. What I want you to take ownership of, though, and really stop seeking validation for, though, is when it comes to your goals and dreams. At the end of the day, it's like a lot of time there's people that put their life on pause because they are more involved or more concerned about everybody else's things that they're doing. I don't know if it's parental instinct in us or just habitual things that we've just developed over the years. But the bottom line is, people, is that I want you to really and truly figure it out. Like, what exactly do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? What is your goals and dreams, And we use the excuse of our kids or our significant others or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, people, you have to take responsibility that whatever way your life is or whatever life you have, it is your fault. You know what I'm saying? And see, when you can get to that space where you own that, people, then you realize that, what, if my life is great because of me, or my life, whatever way it turns out, it's my responsibility and it's my fault, then why the hell would you not want to enjoy life or live the life that you want? You know what I'm saying? Because you're living life on purpose, people. And if you're not, you should be. You see what I'm saying? And that's one of the areas that I don't want you to go seeking validation in. Because when God gave you a vision, he didn't give it to other people. Not like he gave it to you. So somebody cannot advise you on what exact step to take because they're not living your life. They don't know what God's purpose is for your life, people. So I don't want you seeking validation from man for that. I want you to go pray about that and speak to the Spirit of God that's in you, you know? And that's more for conversation, man. It's really and truly a conversation. It's a conversation in the sense that when you get to the point where you own your soul and become your soul, then you no longer pray to it in the third person form. Why? Because you understand that God lives inside of you. You don't talk to yourself as if you're in the sky or somewhere else. You know what I mean? You really have a conversation. Okay, God, what are we doing today? Key word is we, people. You see what I'm saying? And you realize that every step that you take, you're not taking it by yourself. And the more tapped in you are into the Spirit, is that, you know, the more you can make decisions that's in alignment with both you and the Spirit of God. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the goal, is to first become in alignment spiritually, mind, body, and spirit. You know what I'm saying? But my point that I'm trying to get to bring it back to this, people, is stop seeking validation outside of yourself. And a lot of times, too, it's like we sell ourselves short in the sense that we like to deflect. You can call it whatever you want to call it, that, hey, I'm not that good at this. Well, okay, whatever that is, if it's something that's critically important to your purpose, well, damn it, you better start learning it and figure that out, you know? And my point in the overall, man, is that I really want you to realize that all the answers you seek, people, is inside of you. And realize that you're way more prepared than you think you are. The experience of life that you've been through, man, is really have been shaping and molding you to prepare you for a time like this. You know, there's never a right time, people, but just know and trust that everything that you need, all the training over the years, all the practices, all the failures, all the missed opportunities, all the success, those were all training to prepare you for the time which is right now, which right now is the mass awakening of people across this world, man. God is really waking up his chosen people, man. People out here that he's download codes into that have been laying dormant. You know what I'm saying? A lot like myself. And now is our time to rise. Now is our time to shine. Now is our time to transform this world, people. So I want you to understand and believe that even though it's the unknown to you, believe me when I tell you, because I see your soul and I speak to your soul, people, is that you have everything that you need to do what is necessary. You're a lot smarter than you think you are. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. You're a lot more intuitive than you think you are, you know? And the more you tap into the Spirit, see, the catch is, man, is that we just have to let the Spirit be free, man. Is that our body, we're so used to being our body that we combat the Spirit on a regular basis, where we're resisting what the Spirit is trying to do in your life. The Spirit is what knows everything, people. And it's like we just have to submit our body to the Spirit and let the Spirit take control. Let the Spirit lead us versus our bodily flesh. You know, your body flesh only seek comfort, people, and pleasure. Your spirit understands the whole vision. It understands purpose. That's where your purpose lies. It knows the purpose because that's why it's here. It's in you for that purpose. It's here inside of you to deliver on the purpose that God have bestowed upon your life. But if you keep trying to force being the body and the flesh and just caring about the things of this 3D world, which is a fake illusion matrix, you know what I mean? That's the term we use. Is that you will never materialize God's purpose for your life, and you will never live a fulfilled life, people, until you get to that point. So my point to you today, people, is to stop seeking validation, man, and realize that anytime you have to ask, or if you're thinking about what would this person think, that's you seeking validation, and own up to it. And in that moment of time, remind yourself that, hey, you know what? I mean, that could be nice, it would be nice, but I don't need that. You really don't, people, because again, everything you need is inside of you. You have everything that you need. You're way more smarter than you think you are. Again, you're way stronger than you think you are. And if you think hard about it, you realize the proof is there, man. You've done this over and over and over again. You've overcome so many obstacles in your life, so you know you're capable, you know you're strong, you know all these things. It's just that you have to keep focus on that and hold that space, because that's who you really are at the end of the day. People, I believe in you, man. Anyway, shout out to my co-creators, man, of Heaven and Earth International. People, obviously, this is a collective that we're building right now where I'm looking to change people the way we operate. I shared a video a young lady was talking about, and it was so true. Think about it. Not just here, but anywhere in the world for that matter, is that most people, they have 8 hours for work, they have 8 hours to sleep, and they have 8 hours to cram everything else in. Think about it, people. By the time you take care of your significant other, your kids, taking care of running errands, right, then when do you get time to really be your higher self? When do you take time to create? And that eventually over time create a level of exhaustion to where you're so busy riding the hamster wheel that you have no time to create an amazing future for yourself. One of the reasons why right now, and I'll be declaring it every day, that we get paid to exist is because, again, people, I realize that the greatest asset out here is people. And if we are indeed the greatest asset, like literally I can give you examples of that. Think about it. All these social media platforms, they don't charge us because our attention is asset, people. Whatever we focus on, that's giving energy to that thing. Whether it's seeing people's business ads, whether it's participating, downloading apps, all those things, those companies are getting paid for that, people. And that's why they offer these benefits and these things to people. So what I see with time, people, is that we'll create our own mechanism, whether they're apps, whether there are businesses, whatever the hell we want to create, man. We're creating ways where we get paid to do what we already do on a daily basis. What if we're part of a collective? I remember this vision. This was about maybe 15 years ago, where I saw where right now the money that you're spending with those companies, none of those companies give you no money back. And it's like I was thinking about an economy where we set it up where the businesses that we own, that I own, and in Heaven and Earth, like this organization here, is that the stuff that you do on a monthly basis, the money that you spend, if we circulate money back into those companies, the profit from those companies, every dollar you spend, you get a percentage back. You know what I'm saying? And it's like for everything. And it's like creating ways like apps and so forth where I can sell, advertise, and get paid for that, and pay you for being a member of this organization, or a part of the collective. My point is, people, I don't know all the answers yet, but the fact that I'm thinking about these things now, it only gets better and bigger because I will figure it out. I always do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that is the shift, people, is that I want us to get to the point where we don't have to work, whether it's for a business, just putting in hours to trade time for money, or working a job. I want us to get paid to create, people, to use our mind to create this new world, which is indeed heaven on earth, man, to where you get paid to exist, people. We as a collective, I promise you, will come up with the means, the resources, the bandwidth, man, whatever it takes to make that happen for people over time. And that's something now that I'm really shifting my thought process more towards, and I'll continue to pray on that and really create the means on how to make that happen, man, because that's how we create financial freedom for billions of people. That's how we really help people to stop being stressed out and get out the rat race and really be in a position where they can use their mind to live a bit more purposeful life, where they're using their mind to create the amazing future, people, which is indeed heaven on earth, man, for those that are part of this collective. Anyways, people, here's the deal, man. To be a part of this collective, and I'm dead serious about this, people, I don't care if I, lose thousands of generic followers. Get rid of those. All I want, man, is I want people to be a part of this collective that really are trying or focus on changing their lives and really finding their purpose, man, and becoming their soul. Those are the people I want to connect with, man. And for those other people that is not interested, then, unfollow me. I'm grateful for that. I only want people that really want to be here, man. I want to work with people that want to be here. And as you hear people, these are the requirements. What the Spirit has shown me is that, number one, you must choose to believe that you are your soul, because that's the only way that the Spirit can work with you, can use you to help us build heaven on earth. Number two, people, is yes, follow all my pages, watch my videos, and as you do that, people, you receive some of the downloads that I share with you. I get downloads every single day, people, 7 days a week. Just like I do these videos, I get constant downloads every day. And it's like, as I get these downloads and I share it with you, what I'm doing is I'm speaking to your soul. And as I speak to your soul, it's really awakened that dormant soul that's in you, man. Until you get to the point where your soul take possession of your body, just like my soul have taken possession of mine. And once that happened, people, then now we're really sinking on another level, a way higher frequency, and we can communicate and creatively create things on that level. So that's what I'm looking to do, people. Last but not least, people, is you need to speak your truth, man. As you could grab your phone, videotape whatever God lays on your heart, speak that truth, man. And as you do that, post it. And believe me when I tell you, you're transforming a lot of people's lives. Their breakthroughs are tied to you, people. So get excited about that. Anyways, people, shout out to Jamaica, man, who's the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. It's like one of the things we've been talking about, obviously. I want to focus on this, though. It's like one of the things I noticed that I think that for us, at the end of the day, man, it's like examples of what you want is all around us. My sister was just over there in Thailand, and she was all over Asia, Japan, China, all over the place, just traveling. And even I've never been nowhere in Asia, but it's like I've learned a lot just from communicating with her about different things. And one of the things that I'm most impressed with, and even here in America, I notice a lot of people is moving to Thailand. I'm gonna tell you why, though. And I think Jamaica, the Caribbean, and Africa, we need to adapt some of these principles. Man, these people can get a whole damn meal for $1.50. That's unheard of, man. A whole daggone meal, And it makes sense, though. Think about it. If you ever look into, like, especially over there in China, and I'm sure it's just probably the same for the rest of Asia, one thing they're really, really good at, man, is producing food. I mean, these people got freaking rice field where they throw crabs in there to kill the stuff. They got chicken coop over water to raise fish with a manure. I mean, these people are very freaking creative, man. And it's like, if it ain't broken, you ain't gotta fix it. If it works, learn and adapt, man, and practice that for your own country. But I think for every single country, for the for Africans and Caribbean countries, man, I really want you to adapt some of these farming principles and make it a focus to make sure we have food security, man, for our people, so cost of living can go down. I want us to continue to improve on exports. Like, I was watching this thing, young lady, she's helping people to learn about the different exports that Jamaica offer. You know what I'm saying? And I think we need to ramp all of those up. Come to find out, Jamaica yam was one of the strongest export product right now. But ginger, we have one of the purest ginger in this world, man, in Jamaica there. And I want us to really mass export those. Not just that, but all the freaking produce, everything we have, man. Export more of it. I want us to get into that, but also increasing our capacity to farm, man, to farm and feed ourselves, people, because food security is one of the most important out here, man. We need to get cost of living way down. I know in Thailand they had apartments for $500 a month, like 3 bedrooms, beautiful damn house with a pool in the backyard. Why we're not trying to be like America or any other damn country, man. We just want to basically make life affordable for our people, very cost effective, be efficient, and do mass export, not import, exports, So let's figure that stuff out, man. And those are the things that I'll be dedicating my time and mind to, is how do we create and foster these and inspire people in the meantime to start thinking about these things, because the problem now is that people are not thinking or focusing on them. So I will continue to bring light to these things, man, so we can keep on evolving and growing, until we get to the point where we are food sufficient, to the point where we are massively exporting food. We want to make sure that we're very energy independent, where we're mass producing our own energy and we're not dependent on imports for that. We should be able to develop ourselves to the point where we have all the energy we need to sustain our growth and development. And of course, investing in our people. We'll always be finding ways to invest in our people, especially investing in the future, man. Technology, AI, all those different things, whatever the heck we need to do for development, STEM, all of that stuff. Investing in our people. Education is always the key. Create the industry, educate our people. Educate our people for the industry and build out the industry. And across the board, man, there's nothing but wins and win, you know? So that's that, people. My declarations over your life, man. Number one is that you are a millionaire. You are married to the person of your dreams. You have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that you really heed this message, man, and really tap into your spirit, you know, and really realize that you don't need validation from nobody, people. Realize that every single thing you need is inside of you. And even if you go for validation, that's only if you're learning a new skill. But I'm telling you, when I tell you this, everything you need, though, is right there inside of you. You have all the strength, you have all the courage, you have the mindset, you have everything you need. You just got to trust and allow your spirit to lead you, man. It have all the answers. Anyways, we'll talk tomorrow, y'all.